light glows. One small truth in a room that knows. We've got miles of worry, names and blame, but every heart still wants the same. A place to land, a voice to trust. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Lucid Lounge with ML. If you're new here, welcome. Around here, we talk about life, the weird shit, the uncomfortable shit, the funny shit, and sometimes we just follow the conversation wherever the hell it takes us. And today, apparently, I'm the fucking problem. Now, hold on. Before some people get too damn excited, calm the F down, okay? I said apparently. But here's the thing. Okay. Have you ever had one of those moments where you're sitting there thinking, everybody around me has lost their fucking mind? And then somewhere in the middle of telling the story, you realized, oh shit, damn, maybe it was me. Because I think that there are three versions of apparently I'm the problem. There's the I did something stupid and now everybody's laughing at me problem. There's okay, I actually screwed up and I need to own that problem. And this one is my favorite, okay? I'm suddenly the problem because I stopped putting up with everybody else's bullshit. Ooh, we're going to talk about all three. Sometimes I am literally the problem. First of all, if you've ever seen my TikTok lives, then you already know that I have evidence against myself. I have fallen completely out of my chair. Not almost, not little cutesy type of stumble. I'm talking about like my ass hitting the floor kind of fall. And everybody that was watching, they were laughing. Did anybody I mean, I hell even I was asked laughing. But did anybody ask me if I was okay first? Hell no. They laughed first, then they checked on me. And you know what? I would have done the same damn thing, like for real. And then for those who don't know, I do surprise jewelry reveals on TikTok Live. So rings come in little fizzy cubes that you drop in the water, let it dissolve, and then out pops up, a jewelry, right? Well, I'm forever I feel like that's my signature move. I am forever dropping the damn cubes on the floor. Like that's just my signature move. I'm just clumsy like that, okay? So yeah. And then another thing that happens in my lives is let me prepare myself. I have the music going in the background. And I have Alexa, okay? Matter of fact, I have her unplugged right now because I knew that if I said her name, she was gonna act crazy with me, okay? Um, I don't know who else argues with Alexa, but I swear that this this app here, I've argued with Alexa like she's an actual person who woke up that morning and decided, you know what? I'm gonna piss ML off today. I mean, this is all the time. All right. So there's that. And then don't even get me started on walking into the room in any room, doesn't matter what room it is, and forgetting why the hell am I there? Why? I'll stand there looking around like the answer is just gonna reveal itself. Like, what I come in here for? Like, bruh, nothing? Is my brain working? Apparently not. So yeah, sometimes apparently I'm the problem because I mean I am a hot ass mess. And that's just being real. I'm okay with that. But those things, those types of things, those are the easy ones. Okay. Because we can laugh about it, right? The harder ones, those are the times when you have to look at yourself and say, no, for real. That one was me. When it really is you. Listen, I'm grown enough to admit something. I probably wasn't always very good at admitting these things, but sometimes I am wrong. I know. Shocking. There have been times when I knew I was right. Oh, I wasn't pretty sure. I knew I was effing right. I had my whole argument ready to go. I had the evidence, like I had exhibits A, B, C, and probably fucking D. Then somebody comes along with like this little piece of information, and well, shit, there goes my whole damn fucking case. And that right there, that's a humbling moment. That is a very humbling moment because now you have two choices, right? Now you have two choices. You can keep arguing because your pride won't let you shut the fuck up, or you can say, okay, I was wrong. And that sounds simple. But some people would rather fight for 3 fucking business days than to say those 4 words. I've learned that admitting you're wrong doesn't make you weak. Apologizing doesn't make you weak. I'll say it again. Admitting you're wrong doesn't make you weak. Apologizing doesn't make you weak. Changing your mind when you learn something new doesn't make you fake. Sometimes it just means that you grew. And I can look back at certain situations in my life and admit, yeah, I mean, I could have handled that differently. I shouldn't have said what I said. Maybe I should have listened before I reacted. Maybe I was being stubborn. And maybe I was angry about something else and I took it out on the wrong person. That's different from beating yourself up. That's called accountability. And there is a difference. But hold on. Sometimes I'm not the goddamn fucking problem. Now this one took me a long time to learn. Some ooh, I'm going to say this. Sometimes people are perfectly comfortable with you until you change. As long as you're there, we talked about this the other night on one of my lives, but as long as you're the one saying yes, as long as you are the one helping, as long as you are the one that's keeping quiet, as long as you're the one accepting behavior you don't like because you don't want to start an argument, everybody's fucking good. But the moment that you say no, oh, now suddenly you changed. Now you're difficult to deal with. Now you have an attitude problem. Now you're the problem, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, wait a minute. Yesterday I was wonderful. And today I said no. And suddenly I'm an asshole. Like, that's when you have to ask yourself a different question. All right. You have to ask yourself a different question. Now, what you need to ask is, am I actually doing something wrong? Or is somebody just uncomfortable because I stopped doing what they wanted me to do? Because those are not the same thing. They're not. And I think that a lot of us confuse them, especially when you're somebody who has spent a lot of your life taking care of others. Um, you get used to being needed. You get used to fixing things. You get used to saying yes. Then one day you're tired and you say, I can't do that. And somebody doesn't like it. That doesn't automatically make you the problem. Sometimes it just means that you finally stop volunteering for that position. And sometimes it's both. All right. Here's the part that nobody likes. Sometimes both things can be true. Somebody can hurt you and you can still handle your reaction badly. Somebody can be wrong and you can also be wrong. You can handle I mean, you have every right to be angry and you still say something that you shouldn't have fucking said. That's probably one of the hardest things I've had to learn. Because when somebody hurts us, we want the story to be simple. We want they're wrong, I'm right, they're the villain, I'm the victim, end the fucking story. But real life isn't it usually isn't that clean. Sometimes everybody involved has some shit that they need to own. And I've gotten to the point in my life where I'd rather ask myself, this is important, all right? what part of this belongs to me? Not, is everything my fault? Hell no. I'm not carrying everybody else's bullshit. I'm asking, what part is mine? Because that's the only part I can actually do something about, right? That's the only thing I can actually do something about is my part. So the real point is, apparently, I'm the problem. Sometimes, absolutely. Sometimes I'm stubborn. Sometimes I talk before I think. Sometimes I'm convinced that I'm right and I'm completely damn wrong. Sometimes I fall off chairs. Sometimes I argue with electronics. And sometimes I walk into rooms and I have absolutely no fucking clue why I'm there. But that's me. And also learning that I don't have to accept being called the problem every time somebody doesn't like my answer. Okay. And neither do you. Own your shit. Apologize when you need to apologize. Laugh when you need to make an ass out of yourself. Learn from the things you wish you handled differently. But don't carry things that don't belong to you just to make somebody else comfortable or happy. Because there's a big difference between I am the problem and you have a problem with me. And sometimes figuring out which one it is changes everything. Before I go, I want to know yours. Have you ever had a moment where you have to admit, well, shit, apparently I'm the problem? Or have you ever been made out to be the problem simply because you finally said no? I want to hear the funny ones. I want to hear the embarrassing ones. I can't be the only one to embarrass myself. Come on, guys, share. And I want the real ones. Tell me in the comments because I know I'm not the only one. All right. I'm ML. This is the Lucid Lounge. Dim the lights, pull up a chair, and let's see where the conversation takes us next. And Alexa, mind your fucking business. I'm out.
Late night mic, the red light glows. One small truth in a room that knows. We've got miles of worry, names and blame, but every heart still wants the same. A place to land, a voice to trust, a little peace in the middle of the rush. We talk it out, we figure it out, from the first hello to the last word out. Any topic, any road, any town. If you say it real, we'll turn it around. Side by side, we can be heard. One good conversation can change the world. We talk it out, we figure it out. That's what we're about. Coffee cups and a spinning wheel. Funny stories, a wound that heals. Big ideas with a human name. Same old fears in a brand new frame. Some are lost, some are already found, but every answer starts with